So today we're talking about cock. The rooster, you dirty bird. There are only two kinds of chickens. There are females, which are hens, and then there are males, which are roosters. Thanks for that. The origin for cock seems to come from either Old French, Old German, or even Old English. Some spell it C-O-C, some spell it C-O-Q, but either way, today we just call them roosters. The usual way to tell them apart is that roosters tend to have these really big combs that are at the top that stand up, and they also tend to have these really big wattles over here. They're big and they're long. We're still talking about roosters, okay? Those are usually the telltale signs. However, that is not true for every breed. Now, just like hens, roosters can have combs and wattles that come in all different shapes and sizes. Also, they have different shaped feathers. So theirs tend to be a little more pointed and their tail feathers tend to be longer. And if you look at the feet over here, you can see they have spurs. Again, that's not true for all roosters, but it is true for most of them. Let's use everyone's crowd favorite, which is Nugget. Nugget has a big comb, but it's floppy, and her wattles are significantly smaller. Also, if you look closely at her feathers, they are more rounded as opposed to being that really sharp. Like you see on roosters. And of course, the easiest way to tell them apart is that roosters are the only ones that crow. And they are known to crow as early as 2 months, but they really don't start the whole cock-a-doodle doing until about 4 or 5 months old. Now say it with me. If there are no roosters, there are no fertilized eggs. Hens will lay eggs regardless, but in order to have fertilized eggs in which you can get baby chicks from, you need roosters. And well, the process kind of looks a little something like this.